how do we bring up the what are we conversation without scaring them off? Or what? Not even what are we? What are we doing? Are we dating? Are we?
When you have that conversation and you scared to run off, then that's conversation, right? If you have, hey, what are we? I don't want to talk about it. Come on, you ruin the vibes. Then that told you your answer.
Sometimes we take that answer and we look right past it.
I know, because once again, you want to build a bait, or you like that person so much, you're like, I'm gonna try to find a way to audition to make them say yes. But all you could do is regular relationship check-ins. You know, how's you doing? How this going? I kind of like where we going. I like where it's headed. Oh, how you feel about what? You know what I'm saying? So it's not we check a box thing, but it's more about checking up. Listen, I enjoyed that date last night. I really enjoy you. I could see a future here, but I just want to make sure. What you think?
I like that. A little check-in.
Yeah, that's all.
What you think about?
Because even when you're in a relationship, you still got to check in with each other.
I wish I knew that in my last relationship.
Yeah.
I learned so much on this podcast. It needs to be studied.
Yeah, because what happened is a lot of times we feel like the job is done once we're in a relationship or once we're married. We got to continue to check in with each other because we are all going to grow.
Yeah.
It's either we're going to grow together or grow apart. But if we now feel like we already have the answers or want to have the tough conversations, now we two ships in the night. And we just going through the motions and not really actually engaging. So I always say it's always good to have date nights. It don't have to be outside, but regular in the house date nights, all these card games they got about dating relationships, it's those moments where we could check in and ask these questions that we never knew.
Welcome back to another episode of Needs to Be Studied podcast. It's your boy Billy the Bad Guy, and we have a requested guest to come back to the show. Kind of quick too, but he's here. Y'all enjoyed him. He's our dating life coach. Chad Scott is back, y'all.
What's going on? Thanks for having me again.
No, I always wanted you to come back, but I didn't know we need you back this soon. Yo, the people really enjoyed the episode. And I was like, oh, well, we need to have him back then. So thank you for giving us a great episode, and thank you for coming back. I appreciate it.
No doubt. Anytime.
And before we get into that, just want to say, make sure you guys buy your tickets. It is, hold on, I got... Oh no, I don't need to buy that. I'm on Beyonce's what is it called? Marketing list, and they give me they said a limited time T-shirt on sale, so I don't need to buy that. But yes, make sure you buy your tickets to the live show. Needs to Be Studied podcast, August 24th. And talking about Beyonce, I already knew what I want to do with this show now. It just so happened that this show is gonna be Act 1, aka period 1. You know. So this one is going to be sex ed, when we focus all about sex, how to improve your sex life. We're going to have a show and tell segment. It's going to be great. I started planning it. I'm excited. Everybody's on board. Shout outs to Ish from Isha Art Pod, who's on the Learn Lionel podcast network. She's going to be the opening act. So I'm excited for all of it. I'm hyped. Can't wait to see you there. Buy your tickets.
I'm going to be in the building.
You can't wait? There?
I'll be in the building.
All right, so Act 2, hopefully y'all forget about it, and maybe I can just set it out. Act 2 is going to be, so Act 1 is sex. Mm-hmm. Act 2 is going to be relationships.
Okay.
So I might need you on stage for Act 2.
I'll be in the audience anyway.
Valentine's Day. Ooh, look at me. Putting stuff on my calendar. But Chad, it's so much to catch up with you on, because last time I was here, I told you I made this package, gave it to a guy who was going to the Beyonce concert. And so we were on the date, went to the Beyonce concert. It was good. Guess where we're going in 2 weeks?
Back at it?
Back to the Beyonce concert, but in Vegas.
This is the finale, right? This is the final.
Vegas is the final show. So she's in Atlanta right now as we speak. But Vegas, she got 5 more shows left. Vegas is the last show. I'm going on the trip with this man.
Okay.
I'm scared. I am terrified.
All right. After the Beyonce concert,
uh-oh,
how was the vibes with y'all?
The vibes were so great. It was really, I really like him. And I'm struggling to find the words because it's just a different feeling from what I had before. So it's just like, you know, the communication got better.
Okay.
As far as like we speak on the phone more.
Okay.
He was so grateful and appreciated everything after the concert. Like he pulled me to his side and really thanked me and everything. So the vibes were great after that.
So now we have a good time. We've been dating for a little while. Going on a trip is a different kind of animal, and Vegas.
So what do you think? That's a make or break, right?
No, I think that it's just more data to collect. Enjoy your time and see how y'all
I can't fart in peace. I can't shit in peace. I'm one of those people, if I'm going on a trip with a partner, I'm going to hold my shit in for the 3-4 days. I have to. You're not supposed to know. Like, then it have to, like, Beyonce takes shits, but we would never know, right?
Got it. I got it.
You know, so
the prep of it all. Okay. But I said that's what part of it. Now, things are getting better. It's improving since the last time we talked.
Yes.
And now, taking a trip is one of the things about collecting data. Like we talked about before, going to weekend getaways and stuff like that. This is one of those things.
Yes.
And then I see how it goes from here. What the momentum.
So let's not talk about the negative. Where's some green flags I should look forward to on this trip?
You're seeing the communication has been increased, right?
Yes.
So now that you go on a trip, how did that person handle you on trips?
Okay.
Because you gotta see if there's a flight delay or the hotel, like these stresses of traveling, how do they handle stress? And sometimes we gotta see people in all different kind of seasons, right? So we don't have to tell them, when we date someone, we have to take notes, how they handle stress.
Okay.
How they handle conflict, how they handle spontaneous, like all these little things we need to see as just a way of how they gonna handle you probably.
Right.
So yeah, so just
handle me? Like who gonna handle me? That's a Megbar. Okay. So before we get into the show, I gotta give everybody a pop quiz. Okay. And the pop quiz is just our icebreaker. And this is gonna be an icebreaker, but also help everybody. So what do you think women are doing wrong in the dating world right now?
What are they doing wrong?
Yeah.
Once again, I think that women is doing wrong in the dating scene is basically being honest.
They're not being honest out there?
About what they're looking for. So as far as they're not really being honest in the sense of whatever their deal breakers are, whatever they're looking for, they're not dating that person. Mm-hmm. They're not really proactive trying to get who they're looking for. So they saying these things because it sound good on social media, but in real actuality, in the life, they're not as go-getters as they are in their career in other departments. So I think that one thing they're doing is not being proactive when it comes to the dating world and being honest about what they're looking for.
And what does proactiveness, if that's a word, what does that look like?
Well, being proactive is basically if you want a certain kind of man, it's almost like marketing, right? Let's talk about business real quick. You have to know your audience. And if you know your audience, then you have to go where your audience is at. So if you like a certain kind of man or certain kind of thing, where are they at and why are you not there? Just being home is not enough. And then when you are at events, look at it as almost like a network event. Because a lot of women say they hate not approaching men first. You may have to put your position to say hi to a man or wear something nice that be a statement and be eyesight of what you're looking for. Just staring in the air is not enough. You may have to say hi or smile. And the way the world works now, a lot of guys are scared to approach women now because they don't want to be a creep.
Right.
So now you got to give them an extra green light that it's okay to approach me. Yeah, just like I said, you got to take action.
I like that. Now, what are the men doing wrong?
Oh.
Do we have enough time?
Well, first thing what men are doing wrong is their profile pictures on dating apps. Like a lot of these pictures are horrible. So women send me screenshots all the time like, what is this? And that's why I always tell men when I'm at panels, I say, hey, men, when you take pictures in dating profile, at least have someone that loves you take your picture. The selfies, the face close up, like it's not working.
Right.
So that, right, first. And then also.
What about filters?
No.
No filters on the profile. They be doing that. Yeah. They be doing that.
So pictures, right? And then also relax. A lot of guys are trying to rush to get the sugar walls. They're trying to rush sex, trying to be extra, bringing sex in the conversation. Have a decent conversation and relax. But they try so hard, and then on first dates, they want to be extra touchy-feely. They want to, in their mind, they want to make sure that I'm not friend zone or I'm getting used for money for a date. But relax. Your job is to get to know the person. Okay. So, yeah, so like I said, just relax a little bit and take better pictures.
And the last icebreaker is it true that most men know if they want to marry you within the first 6 months?
Yes.
Really? If your mic is on too? What signs do you, how do they know the first 6 months that that's the person for them? Like what qualities is it in the person?
First, attractive. Being attracted to somebody is one thing. But for men to know that this is the one, is that wow factor. It's when you meet a woman that almost feel like a breath of fresh air. When you be with someone and you just feel like there's something substance. It's more than just sex. It's just more than just liking this person. I want to really almost scary in a sense where I want to protect this person. I want to really spend my life with this person. So it's almost scary as a man. Can you be like, I got all the roles of a man supposed to be. But when you see someone that actually stand out in that way, you be like, oh, you don't get that often.
It's so hard to be someone's fresh breath air.
Mhm.
And like, how do you know if you're being that for somebody? Because if I'm just being myself, how do I know if I'm your fresh breath air?
What do you mean as far as you want it?
Like if I'm being myself, right?
Yeah.
And I think I'm a catch. I always say I think I'm a catch. Anybody who want to be with me, you should be honored. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, my friends call me a trick, but it ain't tricking if you got it. But I don't think I'm trick. If I'm already in doing these experiences by myself, I don't mind paying for you to come and enjoy them with me. So, but like, I feel like, you know, going on adventures and having the experience, I feel like I bring you peace because I'm doing what an average person is not doing.
Yeah.
So what does bringing someone peace or give them that fresher breath air look like?
Well, you say you want to see it, but a lot of time we say it to ourselves or our peoples, our friends. We don't tell that person like, yo, I think she the one or he's the one. We kind of take it like, you know what? This is different. Let me see. Also, I got to see if it's not your longevity, right?
Right.
I got to make sure that this is something you're not just doing as an audition or you're trying to show off or this is who you really are. Because once again, we got to know your character. But this is who you are. You just that dope person in real life. Oh, I'm going to invest more time and energy to figure that out.
So, Wolf, what's the difference between someone that you can see is just, oh, she's just girlfriend material, but then someone that's like, oh, no, this is wifey right here?
I think it's just something that feels rare. You know what I mean? Like, I think as people, you know, we out in the market and we dating, we talking to people, you on dating apps, you meeting people in person, and you start to realize there's like these consistent themes of like things that you don't like, but that continues to pop up, you know? And then when you meet somebody and it's like, oh, this person is like literally leaps and bounds ahead of like everything that I found out here so far. Like they got what I like, I align with them. It feels effortless enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got more things in common than not. And I think that's even in that in itself, that's especially the older we getting, that's a hard feeling to come by. So that's why they say if you know, you know what I mean? Because it feels so like, it's about as striking as finding $100 on the ground. Be like, oh shit, like you grab that shit, it's the same thing. Like you know it when you see that shit. It's money, it's value. It's that simple in my mind.
Yeah. All right, I like those answers. And it may seem like a common answer, like a common sense answer, but it's really not. And like, so for me, it's like, how do I know if I'm bringing someone peace? And maybe I wasn't bringing people peace because my insecurities and my toxic. No, let's talk about it. At least 4 supporters of this show have told me, Billy, you look like you're enjoying this person. Don't ruin it. Excuse me, you. Excuse me? Don't ruin it. What the fuck do I tell y'all on this show that makes y'all think I'm going to ruin something? Okay? I think I'll be on this show talking about how much of a lover boy I am, and I love to cater to my person. And y'all think I'm going to ruin something?
Well, they know you, right? Or they real fans of you and they want you to win.
Yes.
And they know sometimes when you went left and you did it for the plot.
You know what?
So they say, hey, listen.
I almost went left the other day because he posted something. I don't know when he's going to start watching the show. That's even if he is. If you're looking at it, shout out to you. But he posted something and then it was just like, And I was like, do I crash out now? You know those memes where they be like, just because I posted doesn't mean it's true?
Yeah.
But you posted it. So it got to be some sense of trueness to it. So I was like, do I go into psycho mode now or do I just calm down? I was like, you know what? Billy, you can't be crazy no more. You can't be crazy no more. You can't be crazy no more. So I did not hit the nuclear bomb button yet.
Okay.
But I do know the bomb is always ready to be pressed. But I can't react because I would drive myself crazy and I just want to bring peace into my life and his life.
You see the growth?
Wow. Yo, the night, I was like, you know what? Just take a shower, play some music, forget about it. I went to bed. I was like, you're not crazy no more, Billy. You're not crazy anymore, Billy. I woke up. I didn't think about it. Then someone asked me, oh, how was your date? I said, oh, it was good. And I was like, look, you're not crazy anymore. You're not crazy anymore. So I'm proud of myself for that.
See, so they know that about you. So they're like happy. those triggers come, you be like, you know what? Let me take a shower. Let me take a break from it. Let me not watch it. Start reading the comments. Let me just chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna just chill. All right. So, also, let's say if I was your client, right? How would you guide me into getting a ring? I was just telling people at work today. I was like, oh yeah, my guest, he got people rings. I don't know what y'all doing, but he gives people rings. So what is the process of working with you look like if I went to get a ring?
Well, what I normally do is at first I assess their confidence.
Okay.
Because my biggest thing is the more you love yourself, the less fuck you entertain. So you got to set the tone first.
Set the tone.
And I also talk about business again. You're rebranding. The version of you that you're trying to be, what that look like. And kind of live your raps and not just doing it because, because people want to test you. Your old friends, your old family, everyone going to test you. And then we're going about ordering in your circle. Who's in your life that's going to be more with you and your new version of you trying to grow and supporting that? Or I know who you are.
Order your circle. I remember you post that on Instagram maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I love that. And I had to, when I was thinking about ordering my circle, I'm like, if I had to order my circle, my family would be going. They love you, but they don't support. And here's the fuck shit. So, like my mother, right? She don't really support the gay shit, right? But I really don't talk to her about the gay like the guys I'm talking to. But I need somebody to watch my 2 dogs, so I go on the trip. So I asked my brother to watch my dogs. She was like, "Oh, you're going to Beyonce again? You don't think it's excessive?" No, I don't. That's why I'm going again. So then she's like, "Oh, who are you going with?" I was like, "A guy I'm seeing." What's his name? I told her the name. She was like, "Oh, okay." But it was like, you don't want like that is negative energy, and I don't got time for that. So
when it comes to family and friends, there's 3 levels, right? People you promote that you want to be around them more because it's more positive. Then there's some people you have to demote, right? That you have limited access to me. I still love you from a distance. And I know certain, like you said, certain conversations we're just not going to have. Or engage, because I already know, even though you're saying it, trying to be polite, I could tell you don't really care or you feel a way about it. Then it's some people I just got to fire.
Yeah.
I got to block, I got to demote, I got to mute them on this. They don't know you muted them, but on social media, you don't see it because I don't want that. You off my radar now. So it's uncomfortable because you got to become the bad guy, but you are Billy the bad guy. So it's one thing. So that's it. So then now, once we get that kind of foundation now we have to live that in the real world about dating.
Yeah.
And what dating look like for you and who you've been dating and going through that roster. The type of you date.
One of my supporters, I'm not going to say your name because I don't want to put your business out there. She reached out to me. She was like, "Billy, my mom don't support me because I'm gay and everything." And I was like, "Yo, do what you got. Like, you got to live your life and make yourself happy, right?" And then I think I said you might have to cut your mom off or block her. And she ended up getting married to her girlfriend. So shout out to you. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And whenever y'all have a baby, just let me be the delusional godfather. So shout out to y'all. Congratulations.
But that's the thing, right? A lot of times we try to live for other people. And we try to put ourselves in a position where trying to be the bigger person or being kind and being nice, but your feelings are not getting addressed and how you feel. And sometimes people try to act like they're the bigger person, but now the stress level.
Yeah.
Now they body aching. You hurt yourself. Your chest hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to get it out. And it sucks because you're trying to bottle in, but you're doing more harm than good by just living your truth.
My motto for 2025, I don't want no more headaches. I just want head. That's a bar.
I see it.
That's a bar. I should make that a shirt on the merch. And the only head I want is head, not headaches.
Yeah, no headaches.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. So, but when people work with you, do you give them workbook assignments or something?
There's always homework. I'm sorry about that.
Ooh,
there was your homework.
Okay. So then my next question to you also is, how do you actually define when something is? How do you actually define when you're actually dating versus if it's just a vibe?
If there was no conversation, you're just vibing. I don't care. You're having unprotected sex. I don't care. You saw the person's family members. I do not care. As long as that person never set you down and said we are together, then all is just hypothetically speaking, we talking.
For real?
Yeah. There have to be a conversation.
To say, hey, we're dating.
Yeah.
So.
Because what happened is a lot of people like the gray area to help with the guilt.
I'm gray.
See, so we have to have that real honest conversation that are we really doing this? Where did we going? Because like I said, anything that go with the flow, the dead fish. So we have to be clear about where we going here.
So what if it's that what's being done doesn't, what is it, what they say? What's not said doesn't need to be said or some shit like that?
Yeah. That's for the outside world. That's cool. But here, when we talk,
Okay.
yeah, so as far as the public, no, who knows, no, we together. But we know we together. But as far as that being our thing, no.
And you believe people should date multiple people?
Please.
Please date multiple people.
Yeah. But once again,
Should you be open with that information?
my thing I tell people all the time is every time I see a post like that, I always put the asterisk quality candidates only. Just don't date people just to date.
Okay.
But you have someone you do like, stay with them. If you see something else you may want to explore, and remember, there was no conversation, you can add somebody to your roster to see who you more aligned with, because alignment is assignment. But as far as dating multiple people, yes, but a lot of times people grab one person, and it's more of a routine. You actually see something there because you don't want to add to the roster or you feel like you have tunnel vision.
I don't like adding to the roster. I like tunnel vision. Okay. Which sign shows someone sees you romantically and not just as a friend?
It's tricky because a lot of time we always talk about how friendships are a good foundation for a great relationship. But I think the romantic thing is when you see how that person look at you, the physical touch, you could tell when someone see you as just a homie or someone see you more romantic. So I think it's just more about body language and reading the room to see if there's a difference. Are they just a cool time or they want you?
I talked about it on the show. This nigga's at the Beyonce concert was like, thank you for it. And this is I'm most insecure about. So this nigga did like this. I said, he is too touchy-feely for me. But it's so crazy that me and my coworker, we was talking about like her partner loves physical touch and she like get cringy like when her partner touch her all the time because she didn't grow up with it. And then for me, when he touches me, I feel awkward sometimes. I love it, don't get me wrong, but it's just like me and my family didn't grow up on hugs. Even now, like now, I be hugging my brothers now. The one of them, he's 22, way taller than me. The other one is 24 years old, and I give him a hug, and I be picking him up. Those were my brothers. I be loving. They be like, "Can you get off of me, please?" But as far as like my mom hugging me, I don't ever remember like my mom hugging me like that. My grandmother, and it's just like so weird.
So in general, I was trying to think about: is it more PDA in public you don't want to be touched, or it just in general just getting comfortable with someone touching you?
I don't PDA. I don't. It does. It's just someone in general touching me, to be honest. I don't mind PDA. I won't be kissing in public. I've never been that kind of person with this gay, straight, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, get a room. And that's my friend, it's not even her girlfriend, it's her fiance now.
Yeah.
And she's like, she wish she could do that back. And she's nervous. But I also shared with her, like, I wish I could do that too. But sometimes I get nervous, it's like, if I want to put my arm around. And then if people are like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, I think I'm in my head. And that's where my struggle is.
Well, even that, once again, people hate this word, communication.
Yeah.
We have to say these things and have these vulnerable moments. If we try to build a relationship with somebody, we got to be vulnerable. Like, hey, listen, I do love to touch, so don't feel like I just uncomfortable. I never had that touch, but would it be okay if they have those real conversations?
So how do we bring up the what are we conversation without scaring them off? Or what? Not even what are we doing? Are we dating? Are we?
When you have that conversation and you scared to run off, then that's a conversation, right? If you have, hey, what are we? I don't want to talk about it. Come on, you ruin the vibes. Then that told you your answer.
Sometimes we take that answer and we look right past it.
I know, because once again, you want to build a bait, or you like that person so much, you're like, I'm going to try to find a way to audition to make them say yes. But all you could do is regular relationship check-ins. How's you doing? How this going? I kind of like where we going. I like where it's headed. Oh, how you feel about what you know what I'm saying? So it's not we check a box thing, but it's more about checking up. Listen, I enjoyed that date last night. I really enjoy you. I could see a future here, but I just want to make sure. What you think?
I like that. A little check-in.
Yeah, that's all.
What you think about it?
Even when you're in a relationship, you still got to check in with each other.
I wish I knew that in my last relationship. I learned so much on this podcast. It needs to be studied.
Yeah, because what happened is a lot of times we feel like the job is done once we're in a relationship or once we're married. We got to continue to check in with each other because we are all going to grow.
Yeah.
It's either we're going to grow together or grow apart. But if we now feel like we already have the answers or want to have the tough conversations, now we two shifts in the night. And we just going through the motions and not really actually engaging. So,
Right.
so I always say it's always good to have date nights. It don't have to be outside, but regular in the house date nights, all these card games they got about dating relationships,
Oh, yeah.
it's those moments where we could check in and ask these questions that we never knew.
Why don't you create a card game?
It's in development.
I felt it on you. I'm psychic. I am psychic.
I gotta start making products.
So realistically, how often should you be going out on dates to build something serious?
You talking about during the courting stage?
Yeah, the courting stage.
I say this, right? It depends on your budget,
Okay.
right? We talked about that last time and people felt
Mhm.
away about that. Answers we
By the
had.
way, brokies. Yo, Wolf, you know this person. This nigga, he's a really good friend of mine. He took this girl to Chick-fil-A for Valentine's Day, and I would never let it go. And I told the girl, I said, "You allowed that? You allowed that?" I said, "The moment he took you to Chick-fil-A, you should know he was never going to treat you right after that." And I loved him.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Love you, bro, but that's crazy.
That's wild.
Chick-fil-A. His point was, and his point was valid though, because he asked her, "Hey, let's do something for Valentine's Day," and she said, "I can't. I have a boyfriend, so
Oh, okay.
we can't do nothing for Valentine's Day."
Mhm.
He was like, "All right, no problem." So then everybody should hate me because I tell all their business on this
It's
podcast.
safe space. They understand.
It's a safe place. And they know I love it. We talk about it already. So when she just so happened broke up with her boyfriend right before Valentine's Day, and she was like, "Okay, well, I don't have no plans for Valentine's Day. You can take me out now." He said, "No,"
Okay.
because when I asked you to, you told me no, and now you're free.
Mhm.
So he was like, "You know what? Let's go to Chick-fil-A," and he took her to Chick-fil-A.
I hear him, right? But there's so many, we talked about it last time, Thai food. Like there's so many mom and pop restaurants that you could still got it off without looking at a Chick-fil-A, like a chain restaurant. You could avoid that by going somewhere else. But I feel him. But how was it after the Valentine's Day? They went on dates? They started dating again?
Yeah, they was a little serious for a little something.
Okay.
But I wish a nigga would
But
take me to Chick-fil-A.
once again, he probably knew she would say okay. Right? It's also about, as men in general, when we start talking
The
about dating
bars in
relationships,
hell.
we start dating people we kind of know, I can't play with this one.
Yeah,
I can play with
Ooh.
this one. I can
Yeah.
take this one. You know, it's a spectrum. Like, all right,
Fuck
this
it.
one, I got to take it to this restaurant. This one, I could just
That's
say, hey, listen,
so
let's go to the
true.
buffet.
Because when I date hood niggas, I can say, "Let's go to a buffet." Niggas, hood niggas love buffets. You're about to get 3 plates. But with this one, I feel like, yo, we got the biggest suite in fucking Vegas at this point. Like, it's a fucking huge ass suite. Who gets a fucking big ass suite in fucking Fontainebleau?
Like you performing.
Yeah. Am I performing? Tonight I'm gonna dance with you. But this nigga, yeah, there's a big difference.
That's what I tell people all the time. Even
It's a
for
big
me, like,
difference.
we talked about it before, like the experience. I call it a chat guy experience. Like, I make sure when I date, I'm going to create an experience for you that you be like, oh, cool.
Right.
But some people are like, I don't have to do that, or I don't want time or money. I'm gonna give you the homie discount.
So
And it works for some.
going on a date once a month is good.
I say, if you're trying to court somebody, I would say, depends on the budget, right? So at least twice a month.
Okay. Every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So we're gonna get to our chemistry class. This whole episode's relationship talk.
Mhm.
But chemistry class is where we talk about relationships, dating, and whatever. And I'm gonna talk about to you, the first topic is the vetting process. What should we be looking for in the first 1 to 3 dates?
Consideration.
Mm.
How that person consider you, if they late, or how you're performing in dates. Like, you have to now collect data. And also when we have conversations, what the conversation to have. Because I tell people all the time, people tell themselves all the time if you want to listen. If you really listen, people tell themselves all the time. And you have to now see when you're dating their story time. So just listen.
I don't hear shit. Nigga be talking to me. He can say, I've been in jail for 10 years. And in my head,
I can't wait. Yeah.
la, la, la. Yeah, I only listen to shit.
You got to open your ears because, like I said, you're going to get so much data in that conversation. And also, if they talk about a relationship, right? I know people hate talking about the exes, but when they talk about the ex, you have to really listen to see, are they taking accountability for the role that they played in it? Or are they just talking like they was the victim and, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me?
So what are 3 questions you should ask on the first date to help weed a person out?
I just feel like you should just conversate and talk. I think that there's no really set questions. I think it's more about you can do if you want to talk about somebody, what they're passionate in.
Okay.
How's their day? What they're looking forward to? Like, it's just general questions you can get more data and just be like, all right, what's your 5-year plan? Like, even though it's an interview, they don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you got to make dating fun. They don't know you collecting data.
I felt like I was so much boring on our first date. Like, I was so much boring, it doesn't even make sense. That nigga was like, you want to have a drink? I was like, nope. I'm practicing sober dating. And honestly, if I would have been loosened up if I had some wine. But he was like,
Okay.
you sure you want to drink? And I'm like, no. And I tell this story all the time. I was eating oxtails with a knife and a fork. But let me get to a bone. Baby, go to the bathroom real quick.
I got to do what I got to do.
Go to the bathroom.
It's bigger than me. But like you
Yeah.
said, you try things in real time. Like, you try to do something different. It's okay.
Right.
But you like, I don't know drinks for me.
So what are some subtle red flags people overlook when they're excited about someone?
I think that a lot of people when it comes to they overlook is the sob story. Because then now you want to feel like I could build a bay. I could save this person.
That's
Oh
me.
my God, this happened to you. Listen, you don't have a job right now? I'm going to create your resume. I'm going to do this, send me your resume. Like, is that part of not really understanding the role of that sob story? So a lot of times, since we like that person so much, we try to overlook that red flag. So listen to their story and really listen to what they're saying to you.
You ain't have a mama before? I could be your mom.
Let me protect you. This
Right.
wrong. The word to you so bad.
3 months on rent. I got $600.
Yeah, I can figure it out. I can throw sign out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of time, the one red flag we overlook is those conversations, those sob stories. We try to overlook and say we can fix it and not really see there have been signs that they maybe something we got to take a step back and really see how they handle the stress or the conflict they're going through right now.
Do you believe in giving people second chances in the dating, in the vetting process?
You mean if I spend the block or during the...
Oh, that's a great one. But no, like let's say you're vetting them, and I mean,
It was a bad date?
It was a bad date. Do you believe like this might be potential? Let's go on a second date, or if it's like too many red flags, or
Well, if it's, once again, we talk about deal breakers. If you have deal breakers already and they cross it, then no need to revisit. But if it's some minor things like, maybe it was a bad day, I think that's some potential there. Yeah, you can try again. But if you see the red flags already, let's go.
somebody told me like people really don't stand on business when it comes to deal breakers, because you be like they could be like, oh, my biggest deal breaker is cheating, and then they get cheated on, and they be like, well, I'm gonna just stick through it, and they was like,
I mean, you don't know.
that's not your deal breaker.
That's why I said, be honest, right? So I'm really being honest about what is your actual deal breakers, so you avoid dating those kind of people. So if you say, I can't date somebody that have 2 kids, but the guy you're looking at right now have 6 kids, it's like the math ain't mathing. Like, you have to really be honest about what you're looking for if you're really looking for that. If not, it's okay.
What's your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is communication. So communication, I'm really big on communication. I'm also really big on confidence. If a woman not confident, I can't date her.
Like confidence as what?
Because of her own skin. Because I already know I'm around women all the time. So if you're not comfortable in your own skin, you're not going to like it. And now I'm going to have to reassure you too many times. And I tell people all the time, I don't want to take homework home with me.
Ooh.
So I don't mind helping, being a therapist, coaching everybody to do that. But when I'm home, I don't want to do that too at home.
Right.
It's a word.
So it's gonna be a lot draining for me. Because your home will be your peace.
But how the hell you think you can help everybody else, but you don't want to? Oh, but I get what you mean. No, that's real shit.
So
Because,
remember, I'm around women a lot.
yeah.
So if you're insecure, you're not comfortable in your own skin, then it's like you're gonna constantly project that.
So what do you think is something you could work on for your next relationship or relationship?
I think for me, even when I demoted my last girl I dated,
You
for
said demoted?
yeah, I don't say I demoted her. I just told you about the scale: fire, promote, demote. Like, she's still a good friend. We still talk to this day.
Okay.
But she gotta be my girl no more for that title. I think for me, what I need to work on when it comes to me personally is I'm more upfront with that part about me. Like, I understand that you may like the idea of me, but the day-to-day operations is different. So you like the fact that I celebrate women, I love women, I'm doing this, doing this. But now, how you gonna feel when I'm doing that in your face? How you gonna feel when I'm talking to women and having those intimate moments in conversation with them?
And they call you late nights and asking, Chad, can you help me? Do your clients be trying to flirt with you?
At times, a lot of people will fall in love with their therapist, right?
What the hell?
So a lot of people will fall in love with because you feel seen and heard, right? So what happened with me is that me being who I am, women gonna be saying, I wish I had a million Chads like you.
Okay.
I wish, oh my God, Chad, you so amazing. You get it. But I don't entertain it.
That's true, because people are starting to marry ChatGPT. You seeing it, right?
You see,
You
connections.
see it? And no, one time I was like, yo, Chat was a nigga.
Yeah.
I was mad because I asked that nigga everything.
So that's the thing too, right? So what happened with me is that I got so much access and so much data and talking to women so much times, I could definitely be a bad person if I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I could be a whole heathen out here.
Oh, no, we don't need that. We do not need
I just
that.
truth piece. Yeah.
All right, so I struggle with being emotionally available.
Mhm.
Like, it was a time where people could tell me stuff and I'd be like, one, I don't know what to say, or two, I just don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Right? And or if it's like I want to show that I care. Let's say you have a bad day at work and you're overwhelmed. I want to say the basics like, oh, I know you got this, you're doing good, but I feel like that's mediocre. Anybody can say that to you.
Mhm.
So I'll be in my head like, how can I say something that can let them know like, yo, I'm with you, I understand, I hear you. But then it's also like, I just don't know how to react to people's emotions.
Okay. But let's take it one step at a time. If you really care about that person, just being there is enough.
Okay.
So sometimes that, like it's like taking a picture. I don't know what to do with my hands. Just be still and really look like you really listen to them vent.
Okay.
And then while they venting, you can ask them, do they want to just vent and get it out? Or do they want some advice from you?
Okay.
Anybody, no, I had to get it out. I had to say it out loud. Then that's what it is. But they say, what do you think? Then you engage. So you don't have to, but you don't care. You just look at them and say the things. Like, you got a champ. Like,
So what does an emotional available person look like?
well, it's being present and having those conversations. And like, at times we talk about when we have those moments of frustration, is really being present and just being there for them. So that's what it looked like. It looked like that showing kind of being empathetic, show empathy.
So our next topic in the chemistry class is falling too fast, and that is me. Got me tripping, stumbling, can it be I'm falling in love? That is me. Listen, you tell me, let's go on a date tomorrow. We married the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I planned the wedding. I know the wedding songs. This is why I love you.
Oh, that's a tough one.
You see? He don't even know the wedding's playing. He didn't even know that it's on the beach and I'm coming down the horse. Oh, this is why I love you. You know? He don't even know that. He don't even know that there's a live band with the violin.
We're doing live. A live band and stuff in the weddings.
You see? I'm a delusional king. But why do some of us be ready to fall in love after 2 dates? Is falling in love a red flag? Is falling in love fast a red flag, or can it be real sometimes?
It's very rare, it's real. But what happens is we like the idea of love,
Yes, I do. I love it.
right? So also in our past experiences, we like who we are while we're in love.
Right.
So we want that feeling again. And I was just talking to somebody yesterday where they broke up with somebody and tried to rush into a relationship because they want to show they're not the problem. So sometimes we want to rush these things and try to quick fix it. And like we had to slow walk the dog, sadly. We have to learn some data, really see the character. Do they match? Are they in line with what you're aligned with? Are they the deal breakers? Like, we have to have some time to get to know each other.
So how do I know if I'm falling in love too fast or if I just like the attention that they're giving me?
Well, that's what you have to understand what's happening, right? You got to take a step back and realize, is it just you texting? Or you the only one calling? Or there's some reciprocal that y'all both on the same page? So a lot of times we try to force it. So that's what I said. What you need to do is realize, is it really love or just lust or I'm just smitten? Is giving it time and really take a step back from that and seeing what their role in this. Is it just dumb or the way you feel during those things?
So what is the difference between healthy excitement and just being Billy? Delusional.
What's the difference?
Can you tell I'm delusional?
I feel like you really love the idea of love.
That is the most professional way you could say it. I like that. So, AKA,
Listen,
yes.
I love love too, right? But I love it when it makes sense. I love it when there's some tangible things behind it. So for you, I think that it's about what tangible things is not just you're doing, but it also, how is it watering your plant? Like, how are you getting poured into instead of just trying to overextend yourself or auditioning? What are they doing to make you feel good? If it's just that, because you doing it, because a lot of times, I tell people all the time, sometimes you're the magic. So you thinking, oh, this vibe I'm having is a great vibe, and not understanding you creating the vibe. And when you take a step back, like, oh, it's me the whole time.
No, I'm a problem. I could go on a date with you and it'll be the best date ever.
Mhm.
And then I'll be like coming to work the next day. Or on the phone, my friend's like, yeah, because my man said, this ain't my man, first of all. Or I'll come on the podcast and I'm like, oh yeah, because my man is taking me on a trip, da da da. Is none of it is really my man. I'm just dating the motherfucker. But you get called my man. And like, I'm sick. Like, there's something wrong with me.
Because you want to, sometimes, you know that song, skip to the good part. Some people want to skip to the good part.
Yeah, I do.
You want to skip to the, yeah, that's your man. My man.
Is there something wrong with that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We just had a whole conversation why it's wrong.
Because I want you to tell me it's not. I know I'm a mental case.
No, but it's good that you have that purity of love, right? It's good that you have that healthy, that I want to be married. I want to be in a relationship. Cool.
Can that chase somebody away, being so delusional like that?
Well, if you do it too fast.
But what if I was telling them, you my man, but I say it to my friends?
No, you have fun with your friend. That's what your friends for.
Okay.
But I'm saying, as far as when it comes to growing, you have to now see, is it just lust or just a phase, or there's something?
But you know, I learned that a lot of my relationships wasn't based off of love. A lot of it was based off of lust.
Mm-hmm.
And Wheezy from Decisions, Horrible Decisions, whatever you want to call it, she said, like, you get jealous with your partner when it's based off of lust, something like that. And I realized I really did not love these niggas. It was just all lust.
It happens to a lot of people. Because a lot of people don't want to heal. A lot of people don't want to do the work.
No.
So a lot of times they want the unhealed, that they think it's butterflies, but that's just society.
So what are some emotional checkpoints that I should use to help check myself when I start catching feelings? And what should I be asking myself before I start mentally preparing the fake wedding in my head?
Yes. Well, you can always fantasize weddings, right?
No, but I have a problem. I already know who's cooking.
Okay, got it.
You have an invite on the way. Like, come on, there's no wedding.
So I think that is being honest about rational, irrational thoughts, right? And one of the things is, if there was never a label, there's not your man. So it's just that simple, right?
That's why the dating stage is the gray area.
Yeah.
We're dating, you're my man.
See? No.
So you're my dater?
But even that, right? So even I tell people all the time, if you're not built for casual sex, don't do it. Because sometimes there's a contract signing. So some people can't have casual sex in the dating process because they're like, oh, we together now. This is locked in.
Right.
We just had sex. So like I said, it's about being honest about who you are and now see what rational and irrational thoughts. But if there was no conversation about y'all together, then nah, y'all not together. You can't will it or manifest it. That's not how manifesting works.
Yo, you're crazy, because I was dead saying this morning, I was on the phone with my best friend. I was like, I'm going to manifest this relationship. And the fact that you just said that.
Because even manifesting, right? You know, it was about fate, right? Work without fate is dead, right? So you can manifest, but part of it is now the tools is may have to have the uncomfortable conversation.
Okay.
And see where are we going. Or this is still a good vibe. Because I remember the last time we talked, he was saying how he's still trying to find himself.
Yeah.
So we still searching, or we kind of clear now? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what check-in is.
He got a year cut off. June 2026.
Okay.
If I don't mind going slow. But June 2026, I'm gonna have to do other things.
Well, I was talking about that.
It sounds good saying it out loud.
I hear you.
I'm a little delulu still. Let's not forget.
I'm very big on making executive decisions. Sometimes you're gonna have to make it. You know, everybody got enough button. So when it's time, you feel like enough is enough, and you play in my face, because I always say, if anybody playing in your face, it's your fault. So if you get tired of somebody playing in your face, you will push the button and be, quote unquote, the bad guy again. and make an executive decision. I got to go.
And honestly, I'm so happy I really can't wait for this trip because it's a different type of intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Sharing a bed,
Taking a trip, yeah.
taking a trip. You see, and I was telling my friends, well, I think I was telling you this, Wolf. I was like, it makes you see, like, when you come back from the hotel room, are you hopping in the shower before you get in the bed? Those are little shit that matter. Because you're not getting his bed dirty.
It's a preview.
Yeah. Did you spray the puree in the toilet before you took a shit? So I'm excited about that.
Like I said, all about collecting data. Enjoy. I know you're going to have a blast.
I want to say for our extracurricular activities is our sex segment. How long should you wait before having sex, and does it even matter anymore?
I think it depends on you, right?
Okay.
Some people can't do casual sex. So please don't engage. Because a lot of times people try to do auditions.
Yeah.
But if you have sex, cool. But now you're going to see how that person react after. Once again, I always tell people all the time when it comes to sex, and a lot of men struggle with this, aftercare.
Yes.
So even though it's casual sex or there's something built to it, you still have to give her aftercare. You still got to get a person aftercare. So that makes me checking in the next day, making sure they're good, so they don't feel like you just slutted out or don't care about them, right? Yeah. So once again, it's about understanding those kind of things, but also understanding this is where delusion will come in. That because we had sex and I cuddle with you doesn't mean we go together.
Yes, the fuck it does.
But if that's something you can't handle, then you can't handle. But we're still dating. Now, this will collect data. We had sex. Now, is that person acting funny now? Is they acting different? Is that all they really wanted it? Then if I notice that, I got, the game is a game, but I can't engage.
First of all, we too old.
I hear you.
In our 30s,
Right.
to talk about I got. Save that shit for your 20s. And guess what? My 20s fucking passed. But you're not going to tell me we had sex and we cuddled and you're not my man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? You're a body. All right? You're a body that's 6 feet under.
That's the thing is because some people do that, just have sex and leave. I already know how to deal with that. But someone that's...
See, I can deal with that.
Someone that's... How can I describe it? This is one of the reasons why I don't engage in casual sex. It's because I'm an R&B dude.
Oh, yes. I could hear your heart.
So me being an R&B dude, the production of it, the vibe of it, me giving you affirmations while you look in the mirror, like all of these things, then you're like, I'm him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we just had sex. This is what I do.
Yeah.
So now I had to take the responsibility of the aftercare, handle it a certain kind of way to get back to a good space because now I'm a fuckboy. Now I'm an asshole. Now I take advantage. So once again, it's not a time limit, but you have to be okay with the aftermath of the sex.
Yes.
If you're not ready for that or understand this,
and I'm not ready for it. And that's why I took away sex. I'm actually happy that he took away it. But I'm actually happy that I'm following it.
All right. So the idea, walk me through this, is we going to Vegas.
Oh, sex better.
We're going to be. Oh, see, you're trying to get. You're trying to.
You know,
because I'm like, for me, I tell people all the time, like I'm a mirror. So I hear when people talk to me, but I'm not just mirroring what you said to me. You just gave me the.
But you know,
on the table,
I'm gonna be for real.
Say, go ahead.
If sex don't happen, I'm not gonna be mad because I like him on a different type of level. But it will happen with someone else when I get back to New York City. Okay?
He said it's on notice.
Yeah,
all right.
It's on notice. You know what you said? You're not my man. You're not my man. You know? Crazy thing is we're getting matching tattoos out there too, but you're not my man. Of Beyonce resembled.
No, I listen.
We listen when you don't judge. But thank you. I love having Chad. If you want to see more Chad, you can follow him. While he finishes laughing, you'll have more Chad on Patreon. So make sure you subscribe. And we have a brief segment over there. And I'm actually going to play a clip from somebody that's trying to take me on a date. And it's like, hell no. But where can they find you?
All right. All social media platforms. Chad Scott here.
Chad Scott here. And I appreciate you for being here.
Anytime.
And listen, if you see him at the live show, tap him. I have a fucking guy at home. Can you help me for 1 minute? Make sure you sign up for his services. He got people rings. Hopefully he can help me get a ring.
We here.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend and tell a friend. Later. And welcome to another extra credit episode. You like how I did that, Wolf? Oh my gosh. Somebody at work was like, "You're coughing like a patient." I said, "Excuse me?" Hello? But welcome to the extra credit episode of Need to Be Study Pod. And Chad is back as we said he would be. This guy, he's been fiending to date me forever. This one.
I know who that is.
Huh?
I know who that is.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
I do.
How? They recorded a podcast here?
I just put two things together. Go ahead.
It's all good.
They just recorded here recently?
Go ahead. You snitching on yourself right now.
You going more into it.
You snitching on yourself.
Well, first of all,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
no, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about Patreon. This is the Patreon.